What is good, guys? This is Steven here with All Talk On, and I just bought a power supply, a new one, because I wanted an 80 plus gold, and I wanted something a little bigger because I like hooking fans up to my computer for some strange reason. I like the noise, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so I was looking up for a new power supply. I wanted to jump up a little bit, get a cooler looking one. Not to mention, I'm gonna give my roommate my old one since he's getting a graphics card that requires a little bit more power. I told him I'd give him my old one when I buy a new one. So I just bought this one, and basically I ended up going through a little trouble. Oh wait, before I get in that, it's an EVGA 750 80 plus gold, certified fully modular. I've heard a decent amount about EVGA. I haven't. I mean, every power supply has its ups and downs, um, and the reviews I've been reading, every single power supply out there had bad reviews. Every single one had good reviews. So, well, not every single one, but you know what I mean. Some more than others. But EVGA was actually pretty tied up with Corsair and Seasonic as far as bad reviews to good reviews. They were not necessarily completely neck and neck, but I mean, it wasn't too bad at all. So I went with that. But anyways, I want to give you guys a little bit of buyer beware because you always, you've heard me say in my other videos if you've watched my other videos to my 3 subscribers out there. But basically, I say if something's only a dollar or two more, just buy it from Newegg. And this I did buy from NCIX US because it was slightly substantially cheaper, not really too much, but I'm not going to do a $10 rebate. So after the shipping, I was looking at about $20 more, so I didn't really want to do that, especially for the same product. So I did buy it from NCIX US. Now, what I'm trying to get at is, for instance, I went to buy this off NCIX US. I put my PayPal information in, charged it to my PayPal account, and I kind of wanted it to ship out today. Today is Monday. I was kind of hoping it would ship out today to ensure that I would get it by Friday at the latest. But basically, I ended up around like 10 o'clock in the morning. I got an email from NCIX saying your part has not been shipped due to PayPal basically declining it. Um, PayPal took my money and gave it to NCIX. And then NCIX said, all right, we're going to ship the product. And PayPal said, no, don't do it. Refund him the money. So basically, I got an email telling me that, and I'm like, okay, why would PayPal do that? I've ordered stuff off NCIX with PayPal, and I've ordered stuff off my PayPal for I've been using PayPal for a while, and I've never had that issue before, at least not like that exact issue. So I call up NCIX, and this is where it gets to the point where I'm talking about just buying it off of somewhere that you trust. Um, I'm not talking crap on NCIX. Maybe it was just my timing, but I had to call the phone number for about 15 minutes. Every 10 seconds I was dialing the number, every 10 15 seconds, because I kept getting just a busy line. Like, it took me probably about 13 to 15 minutes to actually get through and talk to an automated voice message machine, which is like kind of ridiculous. It's not like I'm even talking to a real person. I spent 15 minutes, and that's what I mean by buying it from somewhere you trust, because that's the level of customer service. Don't get me wrong, once I spoke to the lady, it was easy, it was awesome. You know what I mean? She even looked up the price of the product for me to make sure that the price hadn't changed. That way I would get the same price. So, I mean, it was nice, and they were good people, but at the same time, that's kind of ridiculous that I can't even call you guys when we have a problem. And if I do call, I have to call multiple times to get through. And like I said, it might have just been my luck, but I thought I'd give you guys a little insight with buying stuff like that. So, I mean, that's why I like to go through trusted places, as well as eBay can actually be pretty trustworthy. A lot of people don't know that. But eBay does not offer warranties. The individual seller can offer a warranty, but if it's like a standalone seller, like it's not a company posting their stuff on eBay, like Newegg posts their stuff on eBay, they'll offer their warranty on eBay through the Newegg website, um, even though you're purchasing it off of eBay. Now, say you're buying it off just a random standalone guy that just happens to have a graphics card laying around his house and he wants to sell it. That guy does not have to give you a warranty or honor Sapphire's 2-year warranty or Asus's 2-year warranty or EVGA's warranty. He doesn't have to honor any warranties with it. And chances are he's had that card long enough to where the warranty is already expired. So that's what I mean. You do have to be careful with who you buy through. Granted, if the card craps out, I think you have like 30 days or so, 60 days. If the card craps out within that amount of time, then you can, of course, contact eBay and the seller by email. And chances are they're going to reply quick because no one wants bad reviews on eBay. Um, as well as if they don't reply and you go to eBay directly after trying to talk to him, eBay will just reimburse you the money. They will basically tell the seller he's wrong and reimburse you the money. So eBay does have a good buyer protection plan, but at the same time, if you bought a crappy card and it craps out in 6-7 months, you can't go back to that seller. He didn't say there was a warranty on the card, so it's not his fault. And that's where buying things off eBay like graphics cards, power supplies, CPUs, motherboards, practically a lot of parts is a good idea to stay away from buying off of eBay unless it's something like a fan. You can buy a fan off eBay, big deal. As well as far as individual sellers go, if you're buying these things off of Newegg, that post their stuff on eBay, then that's okay. Or if SuperBiz post a couple things on eBay, then that's fine, because then you go through their website for the warranty, even if you bought it off eBay. Now, if you go through some random guy, like I said, with graphics cards and power supplies and CPUs sitting in his garage, he can sell you as many of those as he wants. And if they crap out, basically within the amount of time that you have to file a complaint against him, then you're kind of screwed because eBay is not going to take your side because there is no warranty on it. Now, if in the description the guy states that there is a warranty, that's a different story. He will have to honor the warranty, even if it's a year later, as long as it's within the time that the warranty is still valid. So, for instance, I bought a part for one of my motorcycles. It was an electrical component, and it crapped out after about 3 months. Actually, the first one crapped out instantly. The next one crapped out in 3 months. Because I had a warranty, it was about 6 months after I bought it because my bike was in pieces when I had bought it. And I didn't get to actually install it until a few months later after I had bought it. And that's when I found out the first one was bad. Had it basically sent back, got a new one. That one crapped out in 6 months. Sent it back, got another one because they had a year-long warranty. And that one crapped out again, and the worst part about that one crapping out was it literally fried the most expensive parts of my electrical system for my motorcycle, and it was a pain in the ass to diagnose. I spent about, a few hours every day for about a week and a half trying to figure out what was wrong with my bike. I knew that the rectifier regulator, which is the part that I had bought, I knew that it had went bad again, but I didn't know what it had damaged to keep it from starting at all. It was giving me some really weird symptoms. I was having fuses blown. It's a whole different story, but basically it was a pain in the ass to isolate the issue and figure out exactly what it is. And in the long run, to make the long story a little bit shorter, it was basically my CDI box, my EMC, my engine management control, which is basically the brain of, it's basically your computer for your vehicle that tells it when to give fuel if it's fuel injected and when to spark for the spark plugs, as well as a handful of other operations that thing basically tells your motorcycle to do. So basically I fried the brain of my motorcycle, which they are not cheap. Honda wanted $1,000 for a new one, and I also fried my gauges, my instrument cluster, which basically is your speedometer and your odometer and your RPM gauge and all that stuff. So basically I fried that too, along with a handful of wires. So I ended up replacing my wire harness as well as some starter solenoids. My battery was fried. Basically it took a $600 crap on my bike. And I tried contacting the eBay place, and because they had already given me 3 new ones, they refused to do anything about it. They're like, no, we already gave you 3, but it doesn't matter. It's a year-long warranty. On top of the fact that you guys gave me a crappy product 3 times in a row, you gave me a crappy product that completely annihilated my electrical system. Like, you guys owe me, and they refused. I did not go after them with eBay because I just didn't, you know what I mean? It was a $60 part, and I didn't even want a new one from them because I wasn't about to run the risk of that again. So, I mean, like I said, be careful with some things you buy on eBay. But as far as going through Newegg, Best Buy, SuperBiz, I've heard some bad reviews about Micro Center, but at the same time, they are a big company. Big companies usually tend to honor their warranties. So, I mean, you won't really have a problem with them. And NCIX, maybe it was just me, but I did have a little trouble getting through to them. And that can be a hassle for I guess, people in the future. Sorry, I burped a little bit, but I guess it could be a hassle for people in the future, and it was a hassle for me at the time, and it was not depressing, but like kind of like annoying, I guess you could say. It was like kind of like sad and annoying that not only am I not getting my power supply, I have $150 or $110 taken out of my bank account for the next 3 days, and I have to still go home and spend another $110 to get it bought again. So right now I'm minus $200 out of my bank account because PayPal decided to do something stupid, and it didn't help that NCIX didn't want to answer the phone. I guess it just further annoyed me. But I mean, that's can't always be completely their fault. But I'm just pointing that out there, that there are some things you guys want to be aware of when you're buying online. Seeing how a lot of people post builds, I am one of those people. But I'm also going to be one of those people that's going to sit here and tell you the dangers of it as well as the pluses of it. Like I said, I've been doing this for a very long time. I love eBay. I love, what I mean, shopping on everything. I have over 100 and something things bought on eBay, and that's eBay alone. That doesn't count Amazon or anywhere else I've bought things between Newegg and Walmart and Microsoft. Like I buy things online all the time. And that's another thing to my next point. We're looking at Black Friday coming up, you guys. That is awesome. I want to talk a little bit about Black Friday because last year I did get a Microsoft Surface tablet from Microsoft.com for $200. It's a 32 gigabyte. I put a 64 gigabyte SSD in there, and I mean, the thing's awesome. It's a great tablet for $200. Like, I could not find a better deal anywhere else. I mean, the Kindle Fire cost more than that at the time, and it was just nowhere near as good as the Surface that I had. If you guys look them up, they're practically like a laptop tablet. They're awesome, and a lot of people underestimate the companies that do ridiculous sales. They don't look for these companies. I got Grand Theft Auto 5 from Microsoft for $5 on their like 13 days of Christmas sale. It was like, I don't know, it was like a week or two before Christmas. I got GTA 5 for $5, you guys. That's an outrageously cheap game price. You know what I mean? It was really nice. I actually bought 2 copies of it. One for me and one for my brother. So it's a good idea to check companies like that for sales. Like big companies, they love to do ridiculous sales. Like I said, the main one for me was Microsoft because I was checking their sales every day after they sold me that tablet, and that's how I ran into Grand Theft Auto. They had Xbox Live like a year sale for like $20. Just what I mean, just random stuff all over the place, and it's nice to check those stores. I'm not talking about really Walmart or anything. Mostly just like type of like the big online stores that are like big brands. I don't know. I'm gonna check out Newegg. I heard that last year they didn't have any Black Friday sales. I'm not sure about their Cyber Monday sales, but I will be checking them out, as well as I'm gonna check out Fry's Electronics. I want to see what they have to offer. Basically, I'm looking to get another 8 gigs of RAM. And I don't know. I don't think I need any more upgrades. Maybe in the future I'll upgrade my motherboard, but for now I'm pretty good with where I'm at. But I mean, I'm basically going to be using this Black Friday to buy my little brother's computer because I want it to be as cheap as possible, because it's not like I don't love him or anything, but I mean, that's a very expensive present if you ask me. I mean, I'm looking at like $500-$600, and if I could knock off an extra $100-$200 and get the same type of performance, I would be ecstatic. So anyways, you guys, basically I just wanted to give you a rundown, just kind of rant and talk about some stuff with you guys. But that's basically my little insight for you guys today. And this is Steven here with All Talk On, and I will catch you guys later.